Hey guys, haven't had an unboxing in over a week or so I thought it was time to go ahead and get something in, get it unboxed. I'm just kind of rambling here till I get a couple of people in the chat, but I always like to provide my address, and so far I haven't received any candy or money or such in the mail, but um, there it is. And for those of you that are quick watchers or quick lookers, this is from, Dan's Fish. I think his address is public. It is now. And so I've got a couple things in here that are pretty unusual. I've got some gold ring Danios. I think I have 8 of those. And I also have 2 of the super rare highway catfish. And you might say, what are those? Well, I don't think any of us have ever seen those in the hobby. And Dan thinks they're the only ones that are for sale in the U.S. at this point. So I guess without further ado, I will go ahead and break the final seal on this bag and get these fish out. They have been here for a couple of hours. I brought them in as I was on my way out, but they have not acclimatized to my water yet, but I thought I could go ahead and at least get them out and get them in a specimen container and take a look at them. And these fish, by the way, were found on getgills.com, and as I said, the seller was Dan's Fish, and highway catfish and Tin Winnie gold ring Danios. I may have said barbs earlier, I'm sorry. And again, my address for those that are wishing to send candy. Dan always does an excellent packing job, so it's kind of rhetorical to, hey Dan, to go through and comment on it all, but the heat pack feels warm, not real warm, but it is warm. I can tell that it was activated. So, hey Jad, hey Alex, hey Scott, hey Michael. It's been a week. That is a long time, Michael. Hey Keith, hey Viola. And I'm having a little trouble here with this little piece of tape. And of course, yeah, I do have my scissors here, sorry. I also just in from the local fish store with some more gold nugget plecos, Mile High Pleco Michael. Hey Crystal. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Crystal Shack. I hope these fish are exciting and you enjoy seeing them after they're unboxed. Yeah, Michael Trevino, there are some, I've got some gold nuggets. However, these are a variant on those, and they're called black white spots, and they're neither of which. They do have bigger spots than normal. They're not black. They're a really dark green, and the spots are a creamy pale yellow. So I had to get them. They probably are brothers from the same, hey Rick, from the same batch. But anyway, those are floating in a tank from the local fish store. So let's see what we have here. This is one of the catfish. And you guys can see nothing at all because I can see nothing at all. The catfish is swimming. So I'm going to go ahead and put it down here. Go ahead and see what else we have here. We've got some of the gold ring barbs. Looks like there might be, there might be 4 in there. Have another catfish. These catfish are absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen them on Dan's site and on getgills.com, go take a look at them. Yeah, I'm going to do that, Dan. I'm just laying them down here so the water's flattened out, and we will definitely do that. Got my trusty heat gun right there, temperature gun. Looks like we've got another 4 of the gold ring Danios, and got another bag here. Oh, no way. You sent an extra catfish, Dan? There are 3 catfish here. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. These guys, these fish are $50 each. So thank you, Dan. It's amazing. Yeah, he really is. And all three of the catfish and all of the Danios look absolutely amazing. So let's get to the temperature on the bags here. Now, using your method, your new method, Dan, we want to get a little closer to the bag and make sure we shoot right at the water. And I got a 74.3. And that's one of the cat bags. $73.4. Yeah, I forgot you have these, Alex. I'll have to get with you about the breeding. So we've got 73, 74, if I'm using this correctly, 72.5. All right. So what if you put the laser right on the water instead of from the top? Gotcha. You mean don't shoot it through the air is what you're saying. Gotcha. I've got my laser turned off, but that's not the temp of a bag, so let's let that go away. I hope that's not the temp in this room, but it must be. So here we go. So 72, Dan. That's one of the cats, as you can see. I'm already in love. I was in love with these cats before I ordered them, but they like a little cooler water, so I've got a couple of tanks they're going to do great in. Let's do one more of them. Another of the cats. Alright, I'm not going to point at countertops. Get thumbs out of the way. Yeah, glad you did neither. That one was not hot, but I could tell it had been activated. It had been warmer. So 73. So yeah, we're pretty much on the money there with them. All right, let me get a couple of these guys opened up. I've got an assistant here. It's a lot of fingers. I'm gonna set this camera down just a minute, for lack of a better thing to do with it. Turn it around. So, Michael Trevino, have you ever seen any of the black white spot gold nuggets? They were new to me. They were saying at the shop that they were a little disappointed in them, and I thought, let me just look. Those are some really nice looking fish. The finnage on them and all that. So when I started researching, I found that they actually were just a variant on the standard colors. Okay. We don't want that on me, God forbid. Now I got it turned, there we go. Okay, sorry. There we go. Tibby, it looks like you got first look at them, huh? There are actually 3 of them, Alex. And of course, I don't have the scientific name here to try and read off. And feel free if you know it. But I know these guys are super, super rare, and I believe you're thinking they're the only ones for sale in the States, and you had some trouble getting them and might not be able to get some more for a while. When those color up, you can see why they're called the highway catfish, because of their stripes, which look like highway stripes. Tachycerus trilineatus. Used to be pseudobagris. I remember the pseudobagris, or bagris. I just realized I could see myself in that window. That was frightening. Literally. I thought I had my other... Sorry. I thought I had my other... Hang on. It's going to be a bumpy ride. I do want to get those Danios in the container and take a look at them. There we go. That's what I thought I had in there. Yeah, I'm just going to show the Danios next, Alex, those that you've got, but I do want to see them out swimming around. Everybody's doing great and looks good, but I still want to see them. And that was an awesome Christmas surprise. I never would have expected that. I did really want 3 of them, and you probably knew that. But just a little self-control, which is rare. We got the 2. These guys are small, but that's exactly, they're juveniles, almost adults. And I think they're a little smaller Danio as well, like the Chopras and some of those. Let's see. I think I just topped your background, Rick. Now we've got cooking oils and so forth. There we go. Viola, you're thinking of Pam, I think. I didn't see what you said, but you're thinking of 54 Punchy. You're talking about drawing. These guys are stunning. And it looks like there are 8 or 9. It's hard to count them. There are at least 8. I'm counting 8, and then sometimes I count 9, but these guys look great. They'll color up and get their gold spots. Yeah, Viola, you know, she had the drawing for her 300th, I think, sub, and it was a random drawing, and mine was one of the names that went in the pot, and I won that. And in fact, right there is the osprey that I won. And I did not get it. I don't want to be toting that around in my car, but I didn't get it to the framer today, but it's on my short list of to-dos. I'm very thrilled with that. I had it here in the kitchen showing it and niece earlier. We were having coffee and I brought it in off the mantle and left it there. Oh, these guys are starting to spot up already. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that. Hey, Jesse, welcome. I was thinking about, Dan, using these as dithers for the pelvic acromis. I've relocated them to a little bit bigger tank and a different substrate, and they had not spawned. Once I determined that, I decided to go ahead and relocate them. So now they're acting all shy. So I'm thinking about giving them some dithers, but I don't know. These guys might be a little too small and a little too tempting for them. I've got plenty of other fish that can be dithers that are a little bigger than this and a little wider, taller bodied. This might be a little tempting for them. Yeah, they would definitely fit in the male's mouth. So, and I've got them eating some of the, not the smallest, but the mid-size Mesa shrimp, the kind that's not greasy, and they can swallow those with no problem at all. So, all right. It'd be nice to have a little, we talked about this before, Rick, about having like a little booth or a little viewing area to put your fish in. I know, Rick, you go ahead and put them right in tank. Yeah, they're pretty good size, the Danios, they really are. So I can't seem to find the catfish, but they are in here. There we go. Yeah, I'm thrilled with all of them, but these catfish are something you don't see in the hobby at all. And all right, well, that's the unboxing. If anybody wants to see what black white spot, I'm washing all the linens on my bed, but you can see it doesn't stop the dogs from getting up there, so they're waiting on fresh linen. I don't know if you're still here, Michael Trevino, but these are black white spot gold nuggets, and yet to be released. Yeah, me too. Me too, and there's very little information about them out there, as well as the pelvic acromis. I'm going to put these guys in with a female gold nugget that I have that I've been trying to get to spawn with a male for quite some time. They're not together now, but I believe these to be two males here. Welcome back, Matthew. They are not, but I'm hoping these are two males, and I'm pretty sure they are. Fairly certain they are. I spent a lot of time looking at them at the local fish store this evening. Very healthy fish. They've had them about a week, and I thought they were poor quality gold nuggets, and when I began to research variations, I realized what they are, and that they are actually very nice specimens of the black with white spots. But as I said, you can see they're neither. They're actually a deep olive green with creamy, not quite yellow, but creamy spots. So just gorgeous fish. They lack the yellow borders on the dorsal and the tail. Sometimes those come later on this variant, and sometimes they don't. The word on the street, I'm missing all this. Anywho, I hope these guys, the female that I have in here that is a beautiful gold nugget, I hope that she will be dazzled by one or both of them. And I'll have some on some of my own gold nugget fry. Got lots of fry from other variants. Dan, there's your favorite platy. Those stunning guys. And this is actually the Grow Out Rainbow Tank. Let's see. The fire and the water fish are in here. The Wapovas are in here. They're thinking that they're all going to get fed, and it is about that time. There's some laser cories in here. The Goldie-eyed Akais are in here. Okay, hang on, guys. Always have glare. I guess that's because we have tanks on all sides. Haley, Oddball Aquatics, I'm sure everybody knows her. If they don't, check her out. She has an awesome channel. She's doing a fish room in her basement. And she was talking about having like a, sounded kind of like a photography curtain or something she could draw behind her that was portable and take, around to each section. And yeah, a lot of these came from Dan's as well. Most of them did. Yeah, they are. Let me pull their light up here. I started setting up to feed. There we go. And this tank is overstocked. It gets water changes. Dan is the man. I've got a couple of Madagascars there that did not come from Dan, but he has some of those that are nicer than these. At least in the video they look nicer, but I've got 4, I think, in there. Let's see, I always forget to mention, there's a leopard Danio. That guy's old, like 4 years old, 3 or 4. I always forget to mention, and there's the star of the tank, the Rhino Pleco. Hey Trinity, we're just doing an unboxing from Dan's Fish, and then I was given a sneak peek at the 2 black white spot gold nugget plecos that I picked up at our local fish store this afternoon.